going to show you first is from a Salesforce standpoint, actually managing those opportunities and putting together those quotes. So here we are on Salesforce, and we are going to select an account, and let's select Ohana Inc. And what we're going to do is, instead of walking you through everything here, we're going to go create a sales opportunity. So let's go create a new opportunity, and let's just call this the Ohana project. Just the Ohana project, and we think it's probably $100,000. And close date, we think it's probably going to close by the end of April. And what stage are we at? We're at the prospecting stage. So I just created a new opportunity here. So let's go and actually take a look at our opportunity. So I'm going to refresh the page here. And when we pull up the opportunity, we are going to look at the information that we have here on the page. Now, you can see that we're at the prospecting stage, but we're going to fast forward here, and we're going to say that we've already got to the value proposition. We've talked to them, have a good idea as to what they're looking for. So I'm just going to click on value proposition here and say mark as current stage. And when I do that, it's going to change the stage down here also. So now we're at the value proposition stage, and now it's time to put together a quote. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Salesforce CPQ. And the reason why we're going to use Salesforce CPQ, which stands for Configure Price Quote, is because based upon what they're interested in, there's going to be dependent choices that we can do as part of that project. So I will show that to you. So let's go in here to quotes, and we're going to create a CPQ quote. So I'm going to make it the primary quote. It's going to be associated to Ohana, and it's going to be a quote. We could put in who the rep is and other things, but for purposes of this, I'm just going to go ahead and save it. So that now creates a quote record in Salesforce, nothing more than a record. So now what we want to do is we want to go in and add line items to that quote. So I'm going to click on Edit Lines. And what this is going to do is start walking me through a configurator. So as part of the configurator, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add products. Now, when I add products, this is walking me through guided selling. So based upon what I select here as part of these initial values, it's going to recommend a product set for me. So in terms of addition, I want the premium. Is it a new logo? Yes. And how many employees is this going to be for? Let's just say 100. And I'm going to click the suggest. What it's going to do is it's going to come back with the initial product to start with. So it's recommending the premium bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And I'm going to click select. Now, what it's going to do as part of this is it's also going to come back with other options for me. So it's going to recommend product B here. I may or may not want it, but for purposes of this, sure. Then it gives me some add-ons. So I can take a look at two add-ons. One of them is does have volume discounts. The other one is not discounted. But again, all this would be set up ahead of time based upon your business rules. So let's just go ahead and select this one, but maybe not product E. And then it also gives me what's called dynamic options. So if I select product F, it's going to hide G and H. But if I select G, it would only hide F. So again, based upon what I pick, dependent actions take place. So let's just click product F here, and we're going to see G and H all of a sudden be hidden. And then there's also some consumables, and that's fine. Let's just go with those. So I've just gone through initially and configured what we're proposing to the client. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now, what that's going to do is update the quote record. So now I've got a listing here of what we are going to be proposing to the client. And the total comes to $11,430. But I know that they've only got a budget of, let's say, around 10,750. So let me go through here, and I'm going to apply a discount here, and I'm going to apply a discount of 20% here and 20% here, and let's see if we can get closer. And I'm just going to do a calculate. And what you're going to see is, based on business rules, I can't discount more than 15% on anything without having the system automatically go for manager approval. Well, I don't necessarily want to do that. So let's go back in here and let's just delete that out, and let's just delete that out. And I'll just do a quick save here. And so now we're back to the original quote where it's 11,430. So another feature that's built in here is, as I mentioned, they've only got a maximum of 10,750. Now, I put that in the target customer amount. And when I hit calculate, what you're going to see is that this whole column is populated. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through and apply discounts accordingly to get the subtotal to be $10,750. And I go, hey, that looks good. I don't have to go to my manager for approval. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now I'm at the point where I've configured it, I've priced it, and now I'm ready to send it to them. So what we're going to do is we're going to generate a document. And there can be three kinds of documents. There can be a proposal, a contract, a quote. In this case, let's just send them a proposal. So what it does, based upon, again, your business rules, is it will define what templates to use and which ones are optional. So do I want the optional brochure? Yeah, let's add it in there. So I'm going to add that. And let's go ahead and just take a quick preview of this. What this is going to do is, this is behind the scenes, is going to do, quote, mail merge, and it's going to merge a lot of the data into the template and be able to produce a PDF that can then be sent directly from Salesforce. So we're, in this case, actually taking 3 documents and merging all of them together and combining it with the data. So as we look at this, it's a proposal for Ohana, and prepared for, prepared by, and dear Mr. Customer. And here's a listing of all the products, and you can see the discounts as well as what the total came out to be, 10,750. And then we also have in here a master agreement that's already included. So with the 3 different template types, you can have, in this case, 3 different outputs or more based upon your business rules. So we would then send this off to the customer, ideally through an e-signature tool. They would approve it, and then we would be able to go into Salesforce, mark the opportunity as close won, and then move on and execute on the project.